Just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage.
I am so fucking lonely. I have no friends, I've had kidney stones more often than I've known the touch of a woman, and the less said about my family, the better. I've been in a dark place for so long that I'm not sure if I finally pulled through or just grown numb to the despair. It was while lying in bed, doom-scrolling YouTube for anything to stave off discovering my 13th reason that my recommended feed started suggesting Vtubers. Now, I was like a lot of you when Vtubers first came around. Oh, a cute anime girl who plays video games and talks to you? I couldn't think of a more cynical cash grab if I tried. But I could only resist those clickbait thumbnails for so long before I finally gave in and clicked one. Probably one with something about cake or going feral in the title. Alright, so this one's called Akuma Nimane? Okay, she seems kinda— I wanna put my penis in a— God, she looks so perfect kneeling in front of me in nothing but a collar and dog ears. King Arthur couldn't pull me out! Please, I'll wear the Gallagher cosplay, just let me love you! Huh. Guess I'm, not dealing with some stuff as well as I thought I was. So yeah, I swan dived down that VTuber rabbit hole. Though not so deep as to actually watch any streams. Maybe it's the short form content brain rot, but I just can't make myself sit through anything longer than 30 minutes. If anything, the Clippers are the closest thing I have to an Oshi. What? No, obviously not them. Why the fuck would it be? As I gooned my way through every thirst-trapped JPEG I could find, I eventually made my way to Hololive. That's when I was reminded of some advice I got from a wise old man I met at a bus stop in NoHo. Many who think they're lonely are really just horny, and many who think they're horny are really just lonely. Technically, what he actually said was, would you like to buy some ketamine? But I could tell what he meant. Hololive showed me the wound in my heart, and while they weren't able to heal it completely, they had more than enough ways to patch it in the short term. Fuamoko? A single bao sustains me like mana in the desert. Mume? The day I stop moomin is the day I stop breathing. And when I die, I will look Christ in the face, point to Sarasphana, and say that is how you save a soul. Then, of course, there's her. Even Hollow Stars is great for scratching that games with friends itch I've had since the ancient days of the Carp Crew and Sunny Squad. I just need someone to convince Armis to do a cover of Song of the Three Men, and I'd never need new music again. I've spent so many hours watching VTubers that it makes me wish I could be one too. I fantasize about what model I'd have, who I'd collab with, maybe I'd even become friends with some of my favorites. And while obviously I'd keep things professional, if romantic feelings just happen to arise... My god, this is how it starts. This is how every psychotic fan ends up camping out on their celebrity crush's lawn. They delude themselves into thinking this parasocial relationship goes both ways. No amount of daydreaming about playing with Numi's hair as she rests her head on my lap while she reads Yuri manga will ever change the fact that Numi doesn't even know I exist, and most certainly wouldn't want anything to do with me if she did. I have to break the spell. The only way to save myself is to remember a fact I'd forced myself to forget. Akuma Nimone is not real.
Why don't you kill yourself?
Happily, Your Highness!
Most of you are probably sitting there thinking, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. This isn't for you. This is for the one saying, yeah, but... Stop. There is no but. You are projecting your ideals onto someone you know nothing about. And I don't just mean in the obvious way. Streaming, face cam or no, is a performance. It's basically tech-enhanced interactive theater. How much of the streamer's actual personality shows through the character doesn't change the fact that it's still a character. Bibu could smoke a pack of Reds while calling her Pebbles every slur in the book after her streams for all we know, and it wouldn't make a difference because once the stream ends, that's not Bibu. This applies to VTubers, FleshTubers, even celebrities' public personas. You wanna know how Robert Pattinson got rid of his stalker? He invited her into his house and bitched about his life until she left. That is how stark the difference is between public perception and reality. It just so happens to be especially true for VTubers, thanks in no small part to its origins in the idol industry. That's also where the low-key infantilization of mostly female talent comes from, but I don't have a can opener big enough for that can of worms. Parasociality is the name of the game in both fields. Foster a connection with your fans so they're more likely to give you money. To that end, many streamers avoid revealing any information that might ruin their viewers' fantasy, particularly their sexual orientation and relationship status. Face it, your Oshi probably has a boyfriend.
That can't be true!
I'm not saying it's wrong to like certain streamers. I'm not even saying you shouldn't toss them a couple bucks every now and then for making good content. I might have some things to say about spending upwards of $100 to tell a PNG all the weird shit you want to do to its tummy, but to each their own. Pretty sure prepping talent for that sort of thing is part of the onboarding process anyway. Like that thing where Disney tells new animators about all the porn people are gonna draw of their characters. I'm just saying that the person on the screen thanking you for the donation isn't that much different than the cashier telling you to have a nice day. Hopefully that will be enough to keep some of you from falling to the same depths I have. As for me, it's already too late. I've started looking at Phase Connect girls and thinking some of them might be my type. I'm clearly too far gone. The rest of you, save yourselves and leave me to my delusions. Right, Numi? Oh, I see you brought Cotton with you this time. Wait, why does she have a strap on? Why does she have two?